education is just so important that we should really
let's start with the obvious ones.
education. Number one. Okay, so number one, education.
You can use the board if you like, because then you have 2 minutes for that.
Okay, sure.
How much time do we have?
You have 8 minutes in total.
So I guess first would be schools and hospitals. I guess those are top 2 priorities. Education.
Or could we implement like a new program or something like that to kind of replace one of the?
If that doesn't take up your budget.
Sure.
So we have schools and education.
There's only one.
Limited supplies as well.
I think youth services would be one of the tops then, because without youth services, how do we bring up the future generations? Right?
Yeah, that's true.
So education, policing, it's important.
Of course.
I don't think military because we don't want to like promote a kind of like really violent image for our.
That's true. And anything that really creates
Okay, so we have
Sorry, please.
education, hospitals.
education, hospitals, and the sort of things that such as that create money, such as funds. I think right now we need to focus on what needs to get done for the people, and I think that's just one of the main things. Such as you can take a veterans funding. No, since we're in an economic crisis, we really want to focus on the big picture.
Yeah, we have to think about what other people will respond to. We can't touch the things that are really like hot topic.
Yeah,
right now, the things
definitely.
that people are.
What's your guys'
So we
opinion
I think we can cut down on research and development as well.
Of course.
Hey,
Well, isn't that's pretty vital to.
That's not, but
that's not really because
You know what I was just thinking for the social services for the homeless and low income. We could replace that. That way, they're instead of taking money, we could be have them make money.
that's true.
Yeah.
We could even do something as put them into road work, and that way you can like cancel out both, and that can have some economic.
Definitely.
Or we could have them like work at the parks and recreation, so we can cut down on that as well. So we can provide jobs for them.
Yeah.
what do you guys think about cutting research and development?
Well, it really goes with the whole idea of,
Yeah, if you're in a financial crisis, then you do need to have research and development to progress your.
Because but often financial crises are the result of just a business cycle.
That's true.
Yeah,
So
because you have peaks and troughs as well.
But because if research and development is not something that people are really like hot topic about, it's
Sorry?
it really goes with the whole idea of education, and I think it is. Yeah, it is.
So what are we taking out for
It is
now?
not.
Well, we are taking out.
We're taking out military for it.
Yeah. What about youth services?
Youth services, I think, is vital for us to educate the
That's true.
Future generations.
Well, wouldn't that be
schooling? Everyone thinks we spend too much on military.
school.
Yeah, education. Education.
I think schooling can be replaced with like research and development. Because if we provide education for the younger generations, they'll obviously be able to find other inventions that
Yeah,
could
it's definitely we're cutting it out completely. We're not just relocating funds.
So what do you guys think about research and development? Can we cut it?
Sure.
We can use it for education as well, right? We can have the generations.
I mean, it contradicts with each other because research and development, you kind of progress, right? But
Yeah.
if we remove education, we're kind of even decreasing it further. Because
that's true.
as it is, there's a whole saying that children know the future.
Let's clarify something.
What about
How long term are these changes?
Well,
We'll say a year.
A year.
A year.
okay, so museums, I think that's.
Museums? Yeah.
Then I think research and development, because if you cut research and development for 1 year for
Yeah.
the ones that are more, but actually we'll keep the spot
Museums.
open because it might be more important than some
Yeah.
other ones.
Museums.
What was that?
Environmental initiatives is kind of a luxury to be worried about, I'd say.
But that's again a hot topic.
Of course.
Like there's a lot of people.
But it is a 1 year thing. It's not long, completely
Yeah.
long.
Okay, so we can cut it out.
Yeah.
Well, road work, but it's sort of the thing is that if we have stable roads where cars are actually just progressing rather than just a bunch of potholes, and do we need it?
We have to cut out things that are already a luxury
Yeah.
to be
That's
worried
true.
about.
That's true.
Okay,
So-
for this country or this place, is it situated in like Canada or just anywhere?
Let's say
Is it just
developed.
anywhere?
Let's say like just a standard.
Let's say
not
let's
like,
say it is in Canada. Let's say it's a developed country.
Okay.
If it's developed
So
country, then
road
we
work
don't need road work.
Okay.
Because we already have
Height and tax.
height and tax.
So get rid of the
Anything
lower
that
taxes.
creates, that extracts revenue, we really need to,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So
Fine. put it somewhere.
So
we still
cut out the lower tax rates. Right.
You have about 3.5 minutes left.
Parks and recreation, that's also lectures.
recreation.
Yeah.
For 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year's
For, yeah, exactly.
Now, let's sort
Parks and
of
Recreation is a huge part of annual.
most important,
budget,
police.
so
Police.
Police.
For number.
That's cutting
Police.
cutting funding for police.
No, we need.
That's
We need-
we need that. That's
For the people.
But I don't think it should be like the top priority for.
If you're in a
Well, we've
financial
eliminated-
crisis, then you probably won't.
We've
use it.
eliminated 5 so far, so we just need to eliminate 2 more.
Yeah,
and then
let's eliminate 2 more.
Wait, let's do we cut out veterans funding?
No.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
Because that just, you know,
And then what else?
Lower tax rates? Because if you're in a financial crisis, you kind of.
What do you mean by lower tax rates? Like,
Well-
do we raise the tax or?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
decreasing the tax.
It would
Okay, so-
result in
here's the problem with social service for the homeless and low income. If we're in an economic crisis, the majority are in a social service for the homeless, and
Yeah,
so
that's
that's really important that we
So
just
that would
take
be the
into
low
account.
income.
Yeah,
right?
I'll put that like.
because we are.
Okay,
So, yeah,
we need to
those are
cut, we
actually-
need to cut one more and then we can start
Yeah,
ordering.
yeah, let's cut
Alright.
one more. Let's cut one more. And oh yeah, we're gonna
I
come
don't want to say senior pensions, do I?
Senior pensions. Cutting both veterans funding and senior pensions.
down.
Desperate times.
Yeah.
It's just 1 year. Just 1 year.
1 year.
1 year.
Okay, sure. As long as it would be one of our top priorities to get it back after that
Yeah,
1 year.
yeah.
As long as we really focus on that aspect of, you know, right away once that year ends.
So let's focus on
Social
this.
service?
Okay.
Social service, because
service.
everybody's gonna be low income during
Yeah.
financial crisis.
Let's just write them all down and just erase the numbers and write the numbers again.
Okay, sure.
So we can only-
Research. You can just do it. So,
R&D.
R&D,
Yeah.
number
R&D.
4.
Yeah, just take.
R&D, road.
A minute and a half.
Okay, 3 more. So, schools,
Yeah, we have youth services.
youth services is important.
youth services,
Recreation.
Police. We didn't take our policing, did we?
Policing is very important.
Yeah,
Policing.
policing I think should be like.
It's
Yeah,
a
we
more
can- we
priority
can
than youth
renumber it.
services.
Switch this.
yeah.
But then
policing.
how much are we gonna spend on policing?
It's still important to the people.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's important. Just switch
But then
around.
how much are we?
Let's renumber, let's
Yeah,
erase the
we'll-
numbers.
we'll-
Yeah, so that would be 4, I guess. It's
Sure. doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's get
What's
this
one
down.
more?
What's the last one?
1 minute.
Milk.
environmental initiatives.
Is that one-
no,
can we eliminate
we
that?
took that out.
We eliminated
Oh,
that.
tax rates.
Tax rates.
Low tax rates, okay.
That's important. So it would.
Okay. I'll say education, 1,
Possible
2.
to
Social
Poli-
services definitely 3.
Yeah.
Policing
Three.
I think should be.
4.
4, and then R&D, I say youth services.
30
I say
seconds.
Youth service is more important than R&D actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
5.
5, 6, 7.
R&D should be less.
7, 6.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
All right.
All right, great job.
15.
Nice.
Good job.
We don't need that 15 seconds.
Wait, how are we gonna present this?
Do you each want to talk
10.
about one?
Yeah, sure. I'll talk about it like first.
I'll talk about policing.
How about two of us
I'll
talk
talk
about two of
about-
us talk about why we should take these out and two of us talk about why we should keep these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time's up.
How
I'll talk about this one.
You guys talk about
Okay,
these.
we'll talk about
these.
Time's up.
Okay.
Got it.
Alright.
So,
Thanks, guys.
so for first one, the reason why we took out museums is because we really wanted to focus on sort of the other mainstream issues, such as policing, hospitals, and sort of the whole idea of veterans funding and senior pensions. Because anything that really provides money, we really want to focus on, you know, protecting the people that are really affected by that economic crisis. So that was one of our main reasons on to why we removed it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start off as. Oh, are we going to finish this? Well, we wanted to eliminate the luxuries that you have as a developed country to replace it for things that are a necessity. And museums can remain unfunded for 1 year, which was our agreed period. The environmental initiatives is of course important in terms of creating a sustainable economy. However, like in order to like create a better economy,
Yeah.
you need to risk the.
Yeah, that's very like a big picture goal kind of
It's
thing.
a
And right
big
now we're
picture
focused
goal.
on that one.
Yeah,
That's
we're
one thing, yeah.
focusing on the economy and doing it.
Oh sure. I think the rest one was. Yes, Robert. You know, we are situated in a first world country, if you can say that we are grateful. So the reason why we took it out is because we have sort of developed roadwork that has been worked on for previous years, and we just felt that, given the other issues that we had to focus on, we felt that road work wasn't as big as a necessity compared to the other ones. So I think that's really why, because these.
Okay. So education is key because we want to educate the future generations how to boost our economy from this trough that we're in right now. Hospitals, obviously, because we want to maintain the safety of the people in our country to provide them with like health. So then there wouldn't be like crises. There won't be health crises, which would cost the economy even more. Social services are also important because most people would be in poverty in this state, so we have to provide social services as per our priority.
Yeah, and a lot of these things, the reason why we kept these is because they preserve social functioning. They preserve social functioning in your society because as a government, you need people to preside over. And youth services, policing, youth services, research and development, all these, they contribute to effective social functioning because you have the grassroots level bringing up a new generation, hospitals, maintaining policing, maintaining and tax rate.
So the basic idea of our area kind of thing, our decisions are based on like we want to provide more resources for the lower generations. So when they are more when they get older and they're more educated, that they will try and bring up the economy, but with their expertise in certain areas.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, that's it.
Okay, thank you.